Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Today is Wednesday. It is Wednesday. I think Wednesday the 24th or 25th. I can't remember. I unfortunately did not look. It is almost 8 o'clock. 5 minutes to 8, and 7:55. And the thing is, I was just contemplating. Throughout the night. I slept a little, but I did not really, I wasn't comfortable, that comfortable. Truly annoyed by certain things, which for the longest while I'm speaking, and people are very reluctant, very uncaring. Jamaica to be the least. Um, they're carefree, very carefree people. French and between France and Jamaica, they are very carefree. I just don't understand. I don't know who to speak to for them to stop. The manipulation has been going on far too long, and they are so caught up with themselves white, for being white or for being black, and none of them are doing the correct thing to correct whatever issues that has been going on. Okay, I have said it already. I am not trying to be anybody else but myself. I'm not trying to be anybody but myself. Christine is blonde. She's living in the house. It's totally unfair for me to be over here suffering and being by myself, having false alert of each time I get pregnant, I'm losing my child simply because of Cheryl, who I went to school with, is very stupid. Then they're going to use Cheryl, then they're going to use Jackie, who is in the house, who I don't know. I could have sworn she's the sister, she's the bigger sister, but they're saying that she's from somewhere else. It is not my problem. They brainwash people and they put me over by Aunt Myra. So you have Jen, who is over Aunt Myra, who was I spoke to. I don't regret anything speaking to them, and you have the bigger sister Jean Brown, who is on Facebook. I'm speaking to her, and you would think that they would help me to deblock whatever is going on, and nothing has been done. They came and they changed the lock on the grill. They changed the lock on the grill. And my apartment is still as dirty as ever. So they're not changing it. They don't care. The Americans don't care, you know. But I'm blaming France for it because I live here, and Jamaica or America, who is filming in the apartment. I don't know which television is doing it, but they don't care. So people are gonna still suffer for it. They're gonna still suffer for it because they are hating me because I speak to Aunt Myra's kids who are black. All right, I don't come from there. I just made friends with them because unfortunately Aunt Una sent me around there, so I made friends with them. So recto verso, whatever is being said, I'm being humiliated by both parties, and both black and white, and I'm in between, shoved into a box, and nobody is correcting it. They just don't care. It just don't care. They like to use France and Jamaica like to use, well, Jamaica like to use Naomi to cover up the stench that is going on in Jamaica for a very, very long time. And what I'm understanding is that Charles, who is black, apparently he has ties along with the Ministry of Culture, her Babsy Grange. They have ties from Africa, Nigeria, and this is why they are not changing whatever, or they are reluctant to do things. Okay, the Indians also, they are very betrayal, very, very betrayal, the Indians, to be doing this by using the black ones and like eliminating me as if I don't exist. It is very provocative, and it's totally unfair what he did and what they're still doing, and the lies that they have been putting into the system regardless, you know. So Yeah, it's just so annoying what they're doing. Um, every time I try to put my head above water, they try to shove me back down as if I'm the only person in the world that has my problem. I'm dealing with my problem the best way I can. They need to deal with their issues because there are a lot of countries here. But everything, if somebody get hurt here, they blame it on me, Jamaica. They blame it on me, and Jamaica blame me again for it. So it's recto verso. I'm getting it recto verso, so they are not changing it. They are not accepting the faults that they did. First and foremost, they erased me from the university. I don't know if the Irans are harassing me because I did not spoken to that boy who was bigger than myself. I don't want him and I don't care. They could hurt me again. I don't care. He works at as a waiter at in Nice, close to the police station in Nice, which is close to Notre Dame. That's where he was working. I spoke to him. I spoke to him nonetheless. I saw him in Cannes. I spoke to him. He's Iranian. He was in school. I spoke to him. It's none of my business. You can't blame me if I don't want to have sex or get involved with somebody. Just as Christian Guillaume, it's not for you to do. It's not for you to go around attacking people. And even if we were dating and I left them the way that I left Bernard, you don't have the right to attack me either. Relationship comes and relationship goes. So you don't have the right to do it. Recto verso. If I said I don't want to date somebody, I don't want to date them. It's in my, it's my rights. You don't attack people for that, and you don't isolate me for that, and you don't humiliate me for that either. He doesn't correspond to me. So you use Naomi, one of the Naomi here, to work at the Moroccan restaurant like 5 frigging years. 5 frigging years she has been working there. The Italians hire her recto verso, and I'm going to speak to the owner down there. They hire her recto verso, and I am trying to get a job and I am excluded. For what reason I am excluded? For what reason I'm being excluded? Now you're sending me. I'm supposed to be working with association. The place is very nasty, and have a lot of clothes and whatever. Those clothes, it should be like put out in public somewhere where people go and pick them up. You know, the place is very unkept. It's just unlivable. But yet still, I want to speak French, and I have to continue speaking French, and I want to not be in a depressive mode. So I go there. I go there and give my little what I can give. But yet still you're taking from me. I don't know if the army is doing it. I don't know if the television is doing it, but somebody is doing something and doing it wrong. Okay, then I'm going to go to the other one, which is in a better neighborhood, a little bit better, but inside where they keep the clothes, again, although it's neatly done, it's tacky. You can feel the heaviness in it, just as Jean Philippe downstairs, in his place, which was garbage. And then you're coming to blame me as if I'm the one who is responsible for it. I'm not responsible for anything. So my house looks like a garbage bag, and everybody's blaming me and doing whatever. I'm not responsible for your problems, you know. I'm cleaning up my shit the best way that I can. So it's totally unfair that everybody's taking from me. I'm sitting down in a restaurant. You're acting as if I am not welcome each time, or whenever I do eat, it's not tasteful or whatever. You're not doing it the proper way when I have been here for a long time. You're lying to say that business places are closing because of me, when several other places that I have been to, they're still open, still having productive work, you know. You chose people to work for you. It's not my problem. You boycott me unnecessarily. There's Naomi Lenoir, who France has chosen, and then the James Bond film chose her to boycott me. I haven't been to the Cannes Film Festival since 2004. I haven't seen Emily, the singer, since around 2003 or 2004, somewhere around that. But yet still, you're 15 years after, or even more, you're throwing out rumors about lesbianism and viruses and whatever just to boycott me again. You are totally inhumane and unfair. It's not logic what you people are doing. I have been speaking for the longest while. I have been sending text. I spoke to the church. I sent emails. I wrote to the Nigerians. I told them, I said, stop because I'm bugged. So they get the information first, but yet still nobody's correcting it. I wrote the letter to the Senegalese actress, Mega, Anais Mega, whatever her name is. They're speaking about me. What you did, you went and chose mackerel in Jamaica, and you're humiliating me, saying that I'm getting interfering with people's relationship when it's total bullshit. Total bullshit. I am here. People speak to me because they want to speak to me. I was only 22 or something like this when John Daniel and the other one spoken to me and almost put me in jail. So France need to take responsibility for it, and America is totally wrong to be using Brandy and using Cheryl against me. They all have their lives over there. They had a better life than me over here, apparently. The one apartment that I had at 30 Rue Hotel de Post, you take it away from me. Quickly as I gotten it, quickly I lost it. It's totally unfair. I should have been working just like everybody else, working at the airport. You blame me for people who went and worked there. Everywhere I want to work, you hire them and flood me out. The man is totally unfair. I don't know who he is. I asked for the job at Mango Boutique. I should have gotten the job at Mango Boutique. He did not give it to me. But yet still, there's a black girl working at Mango on the opposite end. It's totally unfair. Working in the reserve. I'm supposed to be a cashier, and he's stuffing me into a box. For what reason? And the police won't find him and tell him to stop. I've truly had enough with whatever is going on. Now they're sending certain people into the building. Yesterday I saw this man who looked so weird. I was so scared. He looked like Jesus in the worst way, only to mock me again because they crucify me into the apartment. When I was pregnant, I almost bled to death into the apartment because, they closed down the city or whatever. Then you have, I'm being locked as if I'm Chinese and I don't speak French or I don't speak English. And then you have embarrassing people on the internet speaking patois. This is so unfair. Jamaica over the years has been so illiterate, so illiterate. I don't know how they manage. The Indians are vindicatively building houses, thousands of houses, but yet still people are homeless, and I myself am homeless. I consider myself homeless because this is not convenience to me. This is not appropriate living to me at all. And I want to move, and I can't move. The woman who I'm supposed to speak to downstairs, she was nice in the beginning. She's from London. Now she's being mean, So instead of pairing me up with the right people for me to get the resource that I need, I'm being blocked. Then the boys, they should have been sending the boys for me to speak to long time ago, because you're telling me I'm supposed to go back to Jamaica to find Teddy or to find Galen. This is totally garbage. It's rubbish. I'm living here for 21 years. I should have friends going out. but vindicatively they're matchmaking the Africans along with the white ones, and ignoring that I am black. Ignoring that I am black. Black just as them. So all they do is just profit all the time. They're profiting and nobody's correcting anything. Nobody's correcting a damn thing. For the longest while, they're not correcting it. They're just the firefighters or whosoever is doing it. They're just throwing things over this side and they're throwing things over that side. And in the middle right here where I stand is the same garbage. The same. You see, every day you see a homeless woman someplace or women walking the streets that dress in a way as if they're speaking to me. Nobody's saying hello. Nobody's talking, The Americans are powerful in this country from ever since they were in Monaco harassing me about I came here to work. Of course I came here to work, and prostitution is not work. For your information, prostitution is not work. And the girl who went to hedonism and danced nakedly, she is an American. Okay, she's an American, and because of that, we lost the contract for the fashion show down there. Okay, and then it so happened that the girl who was in Spanish Town with Blacka, my boss, she was also American. So why are these people following me? And I'm supposed to copy in them. For what reason? Okay. You know the truth. You people all know the truth, but yet still you won't correct it. Instead of correcting it, what you do, you use my mother's story and my aunt's story and brainwashing people about me and boycotting me when I am an individual just like everybody else. And then you're going to lie about my brother Michael when you know specifically that there's other Michaels, because there was also Michael in London, Michael in Mandeville. Okay, Michael in Mandeville, and he has a son who is in the army. But you did not send the one who is in the you did not send his son who is in the army, who was over by the king's house. You did not send him. So you intentionally send Andrew Ward, who doesn't look the part, just to boycott me again, just to humiliate me again, just to denigrate me again. Because of this boy from Iranian who I don't want to speak to, who works at the restaurant. So you did your investigation thoroughly and you just want to humiliate me because you want to choose your girls. But just so you know that everybody is going to be humiliated. You're selfish, very, very selfish. I do not know which Frenchman did it, who bugged me on the internet, but it's very selfish what he done. He's not thinking about his country. Every time I go out, I'm seeing some places being dug up and everything is ugly looking. They are not thinking. These people are not thinking. Monaco threw out all the stores and whatever, but yet still I am not getting a job. For the longest while, 20 years ago, I asked Morgan for a job in Monaco. I did not get it. Now it so happened that they threw out all the boutiques over here. I still don't have a job. And I am handicapped because they are very determined that I'm not supposed to. And everybody wants to be a model because Christine Powell is a model. Everybody wants to be a model. And I'm forever the helper. Simply because Una Brown used me to go to feed a white man in a 1-bedroom house. It's not my problem. That's their generation. It's not my problem. So I'm stuck because I have been helpful to people. You're telling me because I have been kind to people, I'm not Mother Teresa, but I have been kind to people all my life and I'm suffering for it just because I'm being kind? So every day you're going to send me bills and you're going to send people to bug me and to beg me stuff every time? And they don't want to be friends with me? Because you copy things the way that you want to copy. No wonder Iraq is the way that it is. Because of what you're doing. You don't want to correct anything. You don't want to think. All of you are wrong. Totally wrong. Nigeria is wrong. Kenya is wrong. Jamaica is also wrong. And France is wrong, including United States. And London is over there with their bullshit. They're the ones who chose Morgan, who is representing Cheryl again, to boycott me. Everything, single thing you did is to boycott me, and I haven't done anything wrong to Indians or anybody. The Indians don't like me for whatever reason. For whatever reason, they don't like me. Even if I had made mistakes when I was a child, I was a child. You know, you don't, 40 odd years after, you don't come here abusing somebody for simple matter. When their kids, the Indian girl who was at the basic school, she lied on me, and in primary school, she lied on me simply because of a pencil. Simply because I borrowed her eraser. I borrowed her eraser, and she went and told her dad that I'm messing with her when I wasn't. And you don't call these people out. It's very disgusting. I just can't understand how you people live. You know, these women, they live in their clean houses. They never work, but yet still you're pressuring me down because